Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Intrepid Reborn, our Dungeons and Dragons game. We're going to start this session off by describing our characters, because we didn't do that last time. And we're going to start with Sarah and her character.
Gemma. So she looks about um 30 years old. She looks pretty similar to how a human would look. She's about 5'7", thin, muscle tone. Her skin is slightly pale. She is vestry. She has dark brown hair, half down, half braided back, with blue eyes. She has a icy arrow tattoo at the nape of her neck. And she just tends to wear a cloak with fur and just basic like leather armor and boots. Um, and that's Gemma.
All right, and Ty's character.
I am playing Bezra, the half Jotun or half giant. Depends if you want to be a nerd or not. Blood Hunter. He is about 7 foot. He has kind of a dark gray skin tone, much like rocks and stone, since he is a stone half Jotun. He tends to wear more medium style armor. Kind of intersecting plates and whatnot, very flexible. Uh, Exposed arms generally to give access to his blood magic. Has a big, long, furry cloak in order to keep himself warm, obviously. He is bald with two smaller horns coming out of his forehead with a big white beard.
All right, and Adam's character.
So my character's name is Farron Carve, a 7 foot tall mythal. Uh, get some water, bud. Anyway, uh, with around middle of the back, length braided hair, brown as a brown bear, and a beard that goes to the base of the chin, or the what's it called?
Pecs?
No, the where the ribs come together.
Sternum?
With a sternum, yes, the boobs. With a boob length braided beard and emerald green eyes, adorned with a similar brown bear robe cloak thing. Uh, Carrying on his hip a hand axe, and a chalice of Balder with a shield with Balder's rune on it as well. Wearing kind of a mismatch of clothing items from all over. Austrus armor, a vestry boots, and looking real warm for the cold weather.
All right, and B's character.
Alright, so my character's name is Isla Volley. She's 20 years old, 5 feet tall, and 125 pounds. She's got very pale skin and long silver white hair. She's got very stark red eyes and some fangs. One arm is just an entire sleeve of tattoos, mainly marine wildlife with a big salmon right in the middle. And then she wears blue and gray leather with white fur lining the collar, the little sleeves, and her boots. And then she carries around a yokula made out of hematite, which is like a grayish, blackish stone. Very pointed at the top, and at the center of it is a big ass opal, as well as her little opal necklace.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Reese's character.
My character's name is Sorn. He is a male half frost Jotun. His eyes are brown. His size is medium. His height is 7'5". He has one dark blue scar across the left side of his cheek. He has two smaller like horns coming out of his forehead. He wears a dark black and yellow robe to kind of feel more at home with his sorcerer-like appearance and his abilities. Uh, he also has a lot of facial hair to try to cover up said scar. And that's kind of pretty much it about him.
Nice. Sounds like a badass. And Savannah's character.
My character is Lula Visha. She appears to look late 20s. Her height is 5'10", and she has a athletic built, I guess. Her skin is very pale white, and she has black hair that goes to the bottom of her neck, and it's with lots of braids that go into a ponytail. Her eyes are like a golden yellow color, and she has an eyebrow scar, but it's covered with a piercing, and a lip scar on her left lip, or left side of her lip, I guess. You wouldn't know that. She has a shield that has the Web of Weird symbol on it, and always has a axe on her as well. And I think that is about it. Oh, she wears chainmail.
Where's Shane?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, so with that description of all of our characters looking fabulous, we'll get into the recap. So, last time on the Intrepid Reborn, the group had entered the Brown Forest, a very well-known place that carries many mysteries. One most famous mystery is one of the Raven King, said to be one of Odin's ravens, Hunin or Munin, who had fallen to Midgard and become trapped within the forest. After finding a few unruly characters within the forest, using yourselves as bait and trying to help out the town of Ravenswatch that borders the edge of the forest, you dispatch some giants, find an artifact, and soon have it snatched away by an undead, cursed raven creature who's almost as large as you. You end up following this creature and the artifact specifically through the forest, coming upon a stone structure, some type of temple. Some of you noticed, Sonia, some of you noticed that this structure doesn't seem of its time. The masonry is far too advanced for any, civilizations that you currently know of. You know that the Green Lights of the East are just beginning to use stonework and heavy machinery to lift those stones.
The faster you do it, the quicker it's over.
Yeah, I can cut it out if it's just like one solitary sound. I can cut it out. So, with that in mind, you follow the voices of your loved ones, mimicked by this mysterious creature, into this cathedral-type building. Once stepped inside, you're consumed in darkness, listening to nothing but the voices of your loved ones and mysterious chatterings throughout the room. Until Lulavisha was attacked. The creature revealing itself a large creature called a Valraven. Valrav? Something like that. It has a weird name. It was a Sphelan monster that I found on their website that they posted up for free for anybody to use.
Oh.
So I used that against you guys, and with that, you defeated it quite masterfully, honestly.
Is that a word?
I don't know. I'm gonna roll with it though.
I think so.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
say so.
Yeah. So after defeating it, some of you got, hurt in the kerfuffle. I believe somebody nearly lost control of their own werewolf abilities, but he passed. He passed his saving throw.
As much as I regretted it.
Yeah, yeah.
Detested it.
We'll come to it, I'm sure. I'm just gonna
sure.
target him so we can see what
Touch my
happens.
nipple.
Okay. So needing a rest in the middle of the night, you search the rest of the building and find an empty room, and staircase to the basement. After some communing and discoveries of your own, a certain figure of well-known renown within the pantheon of the Norse
His name is
mythology.
Odin.
Yeah, Odin talked to Gemma. Not really talked. It's a completely different interaction than her previous ones. Odin basically told her that she was being tricked. Soon after that, her and the rest of the party were directed into the basement of this stone, dilapidated temple. And that's where we pick up. As you all are preparing to descend, as far as I know.
And I believe it was that we just finished a short rest in the time we were sitting in camp.
Yes, you finished a short rest.
I contemplated if you wanted to go.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. So short rest at the very least.
We did cap this short rest.
So are we gonna just go down there, check the room, and then come back up here and get a proper nap in, or?
I think it might be good to go down and see what we find and maybe come back up, but I don't have a feeling we will for a bit.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I remember there was a reason why we didn't want to take a long rest right now.
Yes.
Like, wasn't there a monster or some shit happening?
Farron, I believe Farron was the only one who voted to. No, Farron was the one who voted for it.
I think it was because we're in an area we don't recognize, and that
That's
they were.
right.
Or
we
wasn't
also-
there like Odin looked different, or like Loki or some shit? I don't.
Yeah.
According to Gemma, Odin is acting differently than from her previous visions of
I
him.
think we were
Oh,
also
okay.
just being cautious that
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's something down there possibly.
And you all heard an audible 3 taps, which sounded like some type of staff.
And was it that when I casted augury, it was wheel and woe, or just wheel?
I think it was Wheel and Woe.
Wheel and woe.
Yes, I believe you were unsure
Right.
about what could be down there.
And
Is there a door to this cellar, or is it just like straight in?
It's like an outdoor cellar door, the 2 hatches that only gravity uses to shut itself. It's like that, but in this stone room in the kitchen. And after noticing that the item that you had placed on top of it to keep it shut was moved and the doors were open, not, unbeknownst to any of you, you notice that these stairs go down into a stone stairway, pretty deep down, about 30 feet.
Okay. Someone's just gonna kind of look down it a little bit, and kind of contemplate whether to go down there or not, and then just look at the group. I think one of us should stay up here, just in case these doors close behind them.
I mean, what help is that going to do?
Maybe try to help get it open. Maybe try to get it open or something.
Well, I mean, if someone's closing the door, then I guess it would mean that something closed it, so maybe he means that someone has to watch. Like, for whatever closed the door.
Irish. I'm angry. I'm talking with an Irish accent. Here we go. It's not a good one. Who cares?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
No, splitting the party.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of me staying up here by myself and you guys all getting whatever is down there. So.
I mean, Soren, if you want to stay up here and deal with another Valraven, you can certainly do so by yourself.
I'm good. I'm not dealing with that thing.
Then what's down the hole?
I don't know.
You just look down it.
I'm going to go ahead and take a pebble. I'm going to cast light on it. I'm going to toss it down the cellar stairs.
You see it land. The small diameter of what this light shines on is a stone floor with cut stones, and you see nothing else.
I'll go ahead and point my hand to the pebble and kind of like just the light back, and I'll hit my shield, and I'll do a little headlamp thing, and I'll. So we're going down now, then, or and I'll have my first foot on the step.
You
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just. You look like you had something to say. I was going to put the light over to you.
I don't mind going down second, especially if Odin is saying we should go. I don't mind going. I don't even mind going first.
I think I'll go behind Gemma because if she's seeing Odin, then perhaps she'll see Loki too. I'll help her spot her patron.
And, I recall, and yeah, Balder said it was chill, so I'm gonna go ahead and medium caution, hand axe, just in case.
Okay. So, as you all descend the stairs, we're gonna stop for a second. Alright, recording's back up.
Do we need to do the intro again, or are we just gonna stay
No,
together?
we'll be good. It might be a little quiet. I think the intro should be fine, but I don't know. We'll be okay. So, as Feyring leads the way down these stairs, one step at a time. You have light on your shield, correct?
Yes.
Okay. As you reach the bottom of these steps, you haven't sensed or felt any traps that could have gone off in your journey down here. The first thing that meets the light from your shield is intricate winding carvings on the floor, starting about midway through. As you step through and get a grasp for this entire room, completely caked in blackness other than the light from your shield, you notice a few things immediately. You notice the intricate carvings, as you saw when you were coming down the stairs, lead up into a large carving of a tree on the wall adjacent of you. As the light goes upward, you could see that this tree trunk, from all these different roots carved on the ground leading to its trunk, you could see many different branches cascading off of it and wrapping around the entire room and onto the ceiling. As your light continues to move upward, the thing that stops you in your tracks is a large glass skeleton of a humanoid figure. Looks like a human, completely made of glass. Legs bowed backward, and feet like talons of a bird. Large glass skeletal wings reach behind it, and no head.
Wait a second.
Before going to that mess, would I know about Yggdrasil?
You would.
Okay.
Everybody would.
I think I know where the bird thing got its visual inspiration from. And I'll point it out to everyone. Is like the light reflecting off of the glass, or?
Somewhat, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
The light shines through every bone and kind of makes it even brighter inside.
Where is
Is
it?
this? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, like how
It's-
high up?
It's about 15 feet in the air above the tree,
Okay.
kind of suspended there, kind of with its legs and arms hanging down, but the wings seem to be holding it up. What were you going to say?
Is the stairwell like, and I don't know if you already answered this, but is it like one person at a time, or can we like all see?
I did not answer that. That's a good
Okay.
question. It is a single file stairwell.
Okay, so
So-
could I, if I'm like, I don't know who's last. I don't know exactly the order, but I know I'm in the back. Could I see this too, or not yet, or?
So it would be very difficult to see. So from about midway downstairs, so it's about a 40-foot staircase going down. So about midway, you'd start to see the carvings on the floor of
Okay.
the roots of the tree.
Gotcha.
But until you got to the very bottom, just coming under the arch, you kind of have to, all the tall boys kind of have to duck under this arch and stand in this large, almost dome-like cavernous room. reaching up to about 35 feet in the air to the ceiling, and about 35 feet in length, quite across, and completely circular around, with carvings of roots and trees going everywhere.
I'm gonna make a quick circle around the room. Are there any like things for us to like light a torch and stick it in, or any torches in, something like that?
There are a couple sconces,
Okay.
that you can easily take.
I'll go ahead and just start going around with my flint and steel and just start striking up some of the different sconces.
Okay. What do the rest of you do?
I'm going to look at the skeleton.
Okay.
I want to see what else I can see. Maybe steal a bone.
Okay.
Is it within? I know it sounds weird. Is it within reach?
The skeleton?
Yes.
It's about 15 feet in the air, so no.
Okay.
Not without assistance.
Okay.
What are you doing, Seth?
I guess I'm probably just looking around, man.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sword, glass rod. It ain't doing anything with that, is it?
I don't think so. So I will pull out the rod.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of inspect it.
Okay. The rod doesn't seem to be giving off any type of magical energy, if that's what you're looking for. Nothing of the sort. Yeah. Nothing you could see from the staff.
Okay.
Bezra, what were you doing?
Not really doing much. He's just kind of like staring at it and just kind of thinking to himself, almost like, is this what we were looking for? Is this the fallen raven? He's just kind of thinking.
Okay. I'd like you to make an investigation check. What were you doing?
I want to walk up to the tree and just kind of like look around it, examine, and just kind of be like, Odin, what is this?
Okay. Make an investigation check. What were you doing again?
I was looking around. I guess it would be more perception. Like I'm using my eyes to look.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Sick.
I guess I could have given you guys the option of perception or investigation.
Is there a way?
Am I rolling investigation?
Investigation or perception, up to you.
Okay.
Everyone can, or just a few of us?
Whoever's deciding to, look around at these carvings or this skeleton.
Well, I'm lighting shit.
Yes, I would like to also.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I am just looking at the walls while I'm doing this, but 15.
15? Okay.
I got a 17.
Alright.
Nice.
I got a 16 for investigation.
Cool. What about you, Reese?
4.
4? Okay.
He's thinking, why didn't I stay at the first floor?
This is not working.
I'm so tired.
Isn't like it made it
It is what it is.
cock. 3.
3?
Cock.
Yeah.
Total?
Use the fix bars.
Sorry.
So since Sorn and Lulavisha were kind of further back in the row, it kind of takes them a second to get the handle on things, see what everybody's looking at and where they should be looking.
Probably bickering about something.
Yeah. The rest of you, so Isla, you notice from looking at this skeletal figure of some type of bird humanoid creature coming up to it. So the light from even the fire from the torches that Fairing is lighting around the room. By the way, there's about 3 torches on either side of the room now. The light refracts. This looks like a very fragile glass skeleton. It looked like somebody blew this glass by hand and mounted it up here. You notice that it's being held up by iron rods stuck into the wall behind it. So just kind of like clamps around the bones, kind of just holding it up in place. You notice one arm is kind of sticking up, as the legs are limp, but still attached to the body itself. They're limp. But the arms are placed in a specific position. One hand is open and up to its side, and the other is looks like it would be holding something out in front of it, but has nothing there. The skeleton has no head, but skeletal wings, skeletal talons, as if it was a bird. It's like a glass skeleton of the creature you fought upstairs with wings.
Hope you ain't too attached to your staff, buddy. I think that's his.
Yeah. As
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
does someone have like a view now of this skeleton?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
You would also know, Isla. Sorry for
No, you're
interrupting.
good.
There is a large glass hourglass sitting within its rib cage.
You can see what's magic, can't you?
I can. Let me take a look. That last fight took a lot out of me. Let me see if I can.
Did the Valraven happen to drop its own skull?
It did, and Gemma picked it up.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Okay.
Good job, Ezra. Like, just in the head.
Sorry. So as Swan is kind of looking at it, he's just kind of whispering to himself, "It has no head. It has no head." And as he's saying it, he just keeps saying it, and it gets louder and louder. Like it has no head. It has no head.
Okay, but
Did anybody keep the skull?
Oh, from the...
Just take
You
Ty's
just
idea.
took that.
No, I didn't. I had it.
Oh, you were
beforehand.
thinking of that
I was
and then he said it?
straight up
Okay.
thinking that. I'm
Okay.
sorry, Ty. Not mean to say it.
I was like, wow, good idea.
I was like, I was trying to get this. Okay.
I mean, sorry, I'm not going to downplay that. That was an incredible thought, but like, breathe. Let's
okay,
slow
but
down.
can you also check what is up with that hourglass, please?
Yes, sorry.
You're a
Got
busy
lost
man.
for a minute.
Lost in the
Only
sauce.
takes 3.
So while you're...
So no
I
head.
assume you're casting detect magic.
I am. Yes.
So while you're doing that, you were looking at the wall, correct? And you were also favoring?
Oh,
Pardon?
like the
The walls.
tree.
Yes.
Yeah, the carvings in the
Oh,
tree,
yeah,
the
yeah,
three
yeah.
of you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you notice that above the carving of the tree and on either side of the skeleton, is what I'm just going to refer to it as, there's a carving of a sun on the left side and a moon on the right side. Just off, but below the wings of this skeleton creature. You do notice some carvings within not just the tree, but carvings of words or letters, kind of sitting on top of the branches as they cascade through this room.
What language?
What languages do you all understand? Or does anybody understand what's the
Celestial.
race? Not celestial.
Ostri, Vestri, Mythal, Giant.
It's the other human.
Mine?
No.
You just said mime.
No.
I'm the
It's what
South
Vilde
Sea.
is.
Oh, isn't she like a satyr or?
No, her race.
I was thinking.
Seer.
Yeah, that.
What is it?
Sorry to ask.
You're fine.
Gods.
Just 1 second, guys.
It says I don't know any language, so sorry guys, I can't speak.
You don't talk.
Your job is to be pretty.
And I do good at it.
It was the High Satyr Council. If you guys read about the High Satyr Council, Cooney. Does anybody speak Cooney?
That's the bitch.
Nope.
No.
Nobody speaks
No.
Cooney.
Coochie.
No.
Sorry.
Okay.
My shoulder pads are a Kunin make, but
Okay.
Give me 5 minutes. I'll write that in.
Does anybody speak any type of, what is it called? Elemental or
Primordial.
Sylvan.
Nope.
None of the old languages.
Okay. So noticing these words above the branches, you can't seem to understand at the moment.
You know, I think I might be able to do something about that in the morning.
Under each word, there is a carving, like a semi-sphere of a carving, just under the word, as if something would to be placed inside of there. Under two of the words, there is a word directly under the skeleton. It looks like some type of short word. Starts with possibly an A. And there is a stone under it, and it is shimmering gold in the light. Off to the right side of the chamber, under another one of the words, a longer word, is another stone. This one is shimmering orange. And under the rest of the words, there is empty spaces, except one. There is one word directly in the center, about chest height to most of you, that doesn't have a carving under it. What it does have is an indentation of some type of doorway around it.
I'm gonna take a look at that shining golden thing.
So it's a stone about 10 feet in the air, shining embedded into the wall, under one of the words.
And does the word look like anything to do with Baldur? I'll look at my shield.
It looks like an Aesir word.
Okay.
Wonder if putting back that skeleton would trigger any hide away things.
Yeah, Soren, do you think you could climb the tree and get the rod back into its hand and the...
I feel like we should figure out what we're doing first, because I feel like as soon as we start, that hourglass is going to tell us how much time we have left.
I mean...
That's a good possibility.
If we did.
What else is there really to take in?
Well, assuming that it does start timing us, it seems like we would have to put the respective spheres in their indentations. So that I'm assuming that's what it would be.
I don't think it'll start until we have all the pieces together.
Were you able to see any magic on those? Because I've been asking you 3 times. Oh my God.
Right. Sorry, my mind's everywhere.
Focus
right now. I'm an artist.
on the task at hand.
So
She's
you
gonna
casted-
smack his arm.
I'm an artist.
He
not a
loses
performer.
concentration.
So you cast a detect magic. Sorry,
Yes.
I forgot about
No,
that.
you're fine.
You cast detect magic, and you don't see any magic within the walls of the chamber around you, but there is magic emanating from this glass skeleton floating above you.
Can I see how much magic, or is it just I just know that there's magic?
There's magic there. You can't even determine what type of magic this is.
Okay. I'm looking at it, and I'll just kind of say to her, "Yeah, that thing's got magic, all right."
So that must mean the skeleton is, the skull is magic.
Can I look at the skull and see?
Oh, it's in my bag.
Oh,
Well, can we
Oh, okay.
take a look at it, Jenna?
yeah.
No.
Yeah, can we take a...
Bird skull.
The skull does have magic. And as she pulls it up closer, you see that the magic greatens as it gets closer to the skeleton.
Yeah, they're connected. That magic is getting bigger.
Climbing up.
You're climbing up?
So it is about 35 feet in the air. Well, 30 feet, because it's mounted into the wall.
Do you want to take the skull with you?
Don't worry,
Oh,
I'll
no,
catch
not
you if you
30.
fall.
That's how tall the ceiling is. It was about 15 feet, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
I was about to say, what?
So 15 feet in the air. Go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice. And if anybody wants
Guidance.
to assist him, I'll add a +2 to his roll.
Help him.
How do I assist them?
Wait.
Leverage.
Oh,
him.
yes, I would love to.
Being the footstool.
Being the foot bitch.
Okay, so
Could
Soren
count on
and
the
Fairy
guidance.
have it.
Alright, that's going to be 3 plus 2 from the assistance becomes 5, plus 4 becomes 9, plus 5 becomes 14.
14? Okay. Yeah, with enough help, you manage to get up there. Do you take his staff?
After I get good footing, I'd reach my hand down.
Yeah, so you get good footing just above one of the branches that might have been chipped off, so your foot can rest there pretty easily, and you hold on to one of the iron bars that mounts the skeleton itself. So you're kind of like in between the wall and the skeleton right now.
I'll go ahead and put that rod back. Alright, head in the head.
Yep.
And I'll start.
Okay. And with your assistance, was anybody else doing anything?
I was helping however I can.
Okay.
I'm just watching.
You're helping Reese.
I am
Or
okay.
Soren. You're helping Fayerin. So
I'm just gonna be looking at the tree more and more. Just really observing it.
okay.
Just because it's probably like. Does it remind me of Yggdrasil?
Yes.
Okay.
So for everybody, I guess this entire carving is extremely reminiscent of Yggdrasil, the world tree. So
Interesting.
you all probably would have noticed that the words, there are 9 words written on the walls, and only 8 holes under each of those words, except the middle one.
Bless you.
Thanks. Apologies.
That's fine.
Hit the name next.
So, nobody else was doing anything?
I'm just looking around. I'm just in awe.
You,
I
s-
guess.
you said I'm helping them. Right?
Yes.
But
Okay.
Make an intelligence check for me, Seth.
I was just saying, I'm just like keeping because my magic lasts up to 10 minutes, like tech magic, and so just like the whole time, just like
Yeah, I want to get this going. We still have that.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I want to keep my eye on it as it's like going off to see how much magic is going off.
What did I get with my 16 intelligence check?
So pretty much the same thing as everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a pretty low DC just because everything's just
Right there. Okay. I just wanted to double check.
yeah, and you're all together and you're all talking to each other because it doesn't seem like there's any danger down here.
Yeah.
danger. I'm gonna give guidance. Wait, I guess I didn't do it beforehand, so it's it'd be at 18.
18?
Mhm.
Okay. You guess, even though you can't read the words, you assume that all of these indicate one of the realms attached to Yggdrasil. So, you know, the one at the very top, probably Asgard.
Yeah.
The one in the center, in the door shape, could be Midgard. The other ones, depending, because everybody has their own idea of where everything is in Yggdrasil. So,
And Midgard is the prime material.
yes. So, that might be why it doesn't have a hole, because you're already there. So,
I'm just gonna relay that.
I'm gonna go sit at the cellar doors, like literally like in between them, so
Okay.
that if this is a trap and it just wants to close in, I can have a chance to actually like stop it.
okay, cool. So you're gonna like ready in action to hold, or
Essentially, I'm just gonna sit like, have my legs like in between the cellar doors and have my arms like held out, so that if they start moving, I can be ready for it.
okay, cool. All right.
What do you think we're going to find here,
Who are you talking to?
everyone?
I got will and woe, so I mean, maybe something worth loading up like this staff that Soren got.
So as you slide in the staff, you can hear glass scraping on glass.
You hate that noise.
It has kind of a nice little ting when it sits into itself. Sits perfectly. The glass looks identical. Almost an extension of its own body. As you grab the skull and stick it on top of the spine, it feels like a magnet, kind of sticks to it. And as you let go, you see the bone skull begins to turn into glass, kind of form into itself. I'm assuming you're climbing down at this point.
I probably would have been too busy being like, whoa, shit, look at this.
Okay, all right.
He turns into glass.
So here's my backup character.
So, as you all witness this skull, almost like ice freezing over on an ocean, just glass encasing this skull, becomes transparent with this glass, the light shining through it just as the rest of the skeleton. As it kind of comes to an end, there's an eerie silence.
I look at it. Shut.
The shadow flickering with the flames.
Fairing, it might be a good idea for you to get down now.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
The tip of the staff,
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Hurry
Oh
up!
fuck!
Come on.
glowing a light blue.
How much magic is given off now?
A lot.
It's a flashbang.
Begin to see from the tree with your detect magic, Soren. The tree is beginning to emanate a magic as well and kind of surrounding the entire room very quickly.
Think fast, Truckle Nuts.
The door that you're standing in between two slits of the wall, you hear the chamber begins to close. Pretty slowly. Just
Like, down there or like behind me? Or
So, if you're standing, like, in the threshold, steps on your left, chamber on your right, like, right in front of you, through the wall, there's just this, like, stone door coming at you, beginning to close.
It's closing up here.
And you hear, boom, and you see the hourglass within the rib cage of the creature in front of you turns over.
I'm gonna just tell you now, it's 15 minutes.
Hold on.
Alright, Soren, what do you see? Is there anything worth grabbing?
The tree was giving off some magic. Shit.
Hey, to sound cynical, bud, pretty clear of that.
You see the eyes of the skull.
The eyes are okay. Eyes are going. Staff's giving off some magic too.
Hello,
What?
travelers.
Hot.
Okay, it's much less worrisome than I thought.
It sounds like glass breaking when this creature moves.
Oh.
As they come down and float there.
Is the door? I'm sorry. Is the door still closing?
Yes. Follow me, if you wish to continue. And he wraps his wings around, starting to encase everybody but you.
Fuck.
Bezra.
Bezra, get your ass down here!
Run over your ass.
Okay, you run over, sit within the wings, and as the wings wrap around you, you're all caught to an unconscious blackness and wake up in a jungle.
Is the skeleton still here?
Yes. Standing beside you, a medium creature, kind of seems like, kind of stands like Khonshu from
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Yeah, with his staff at the side, kind of standing beside you, not in a threatening way at all. I'm trying to be quick because of the time. But he is beside you.
Was that ice cream?
Was that
Yeah.
some drug?
Yes.
Fuck off. I'm leaving.
He says,
Actually.
"Welcome to the land of Alfheim, the home of the elves.
Oh.
This is the first riddle
Oh, shoot.
that you need to answer to get to.
Can I get ice cream first?
I eat. I live. I breathe. I live. I drink. I die.
Viking.
What am I?
Trees.
Babe?
You said, can you say that again, please?
I eat. I live. I breathe. I live. I drink. I die.
Who
Fire.
lives twice?
Correct.
Oh,
You
nice.
hear the whistling of the birds in this lush, humid jungle. The wings wrap around you once again and pull back, and you are surrounded by heat and fire, like you're standing on the planet Mustafar from Episode 3 of Star Wars. Love.
Shield.
You see a red sky in the distance, burning, ash coming over you. Loud roars of distant creatures. Welcome to the land of Muspelheim. This is your second riddle. I don't have eyes, but once I did see. Once I had thoughts, but now I'm white and empty.
A potato? A seer?
Ash.
We don't actually use it as Spud, though.
I don't have eyes, but once I did see. Once I had thoughts, but now I'm white and empty.
The moon?
Think quickly, my friends.
Smoke.
I don't have eyes, but once I did see, and you see the glowing blue in his eyes begin to turn red. Once I had thoughts, but now I'm white and empty.
I'm gonna pull out my sleeve. Look at my salmon. Okay, could I get some help, please?
You feel no presence from an otherworldly
What's the
force.
fucking zombie things inviting?
A white?
I don't have eyes.
The little
eyes.
zombie thing.
He grabs his own skull. But once I did see. Once I had thoughts, but now I'm white and empty.
Who
A
did it?
brain?
A skull.
Correct.
Oh,
Not a
God!
bug.
Ah.
As he wraps his wings around you, as you see another winged creature with horns in the distance coming at you very quickly.
Oh, so this guy wants to
He
help
wraps
us.
around you. And as you come to again, you see that you are... Where is it? Pardon me? Okay.
Go.
You see that you are in a cold land. As the cold wind bites against your skin, very reminiscent of your dreams, Sorn. You are on a mountaintop and see ice, glaciers, spires in the distance poking into the cloudy sky. This is your next riddle. I am strong enough to smash ships, but I fear the sun. What am I?
Water.
Water? The waves?
I am strong enough to smash ships, but I fear the sun.
Ice.
Correct, my friend. And as he wraps his wings around you again,
We're making a great time.
he pulls back his wings, and you're surrounded by mist. You can barely see each other. You can see the glint of the glass skeleton before you. Just this mist and endless fog. As you begin to look around, you hear sloshing at your feet. You notice that you're in a swamp. You hear bubbles from around you. The creatures here are not friendly. Be quick, my friends. With sharp edge, wit, and pointed poise, it can settle disputes without making a noise.
A knife? Dagger.
Correct, my friend.
Ready to
And as he wraps his wings around you once again,
No.
he pulls back, and you are in...
How many have we done?
I believe this makes 6.
You
We've
guys
done
are very
4.
smart.
Yeah, it's
You are
saved
in
us.
a land of beauty. Luscious meadows you stand in, hearing birds in the distance. Meadows, hills, and you see a golden city in the distance, shining bright.
Wait, but actually, do we have to leave, or is this like a punishment thing? Like,
What 3 words are said too much, yet not enough?
I love you.
Correct.
Oh my god!
Wraps his wings around you once again.
Are you two
and
blushing?
Pulls back. You immediately, before you even see anything before you, you hear screams of agony in the distance. You open your eyes and you are on ashy ground. You see nothing but dark skies in front of you and all around. A twirling whirlpool of clouds directly above you, leading into nothing but blackness in a void directly above you. Mountains. You see wandering figures moping around. And a dark castle in the distance, lit by dark lightning. Final one. For jolly men sat down to play, and played all night till break of day. They played for gold and not for fun, with separate scores for everyone. Yet when they came to square accounts, they all had made quite fair amounts. Can you the paradox explain? If no one lost, how could all gain?
I just witnessed a massive jump in difficulty.
I'm lost in how to deal.
4 jolly men sat down to play. And he holds up 4 fingers. And played all night till break of day. They played for gold and not for fun, with separate scores for everyone. Yet when they came to square accounts, they all had made quite fair amounts. Can you the paradox explain? If no one lost, how could all gain?
They all cheated.
Fairness?
They all
Oh.
died.
Cheated. Fairness equal.
They never played.
If you would like a hint, it will cost you. And he reaches out his other hand.
I grab it.
It will cost you.
Just him, right?
And he squeezes your hand. You can hear bones. 18 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my gosh.
I never said that they're playing a game. I just said that they play. 4 jolly men sat down to play, and played all night till break of day, and his eyes go red again. They played for gold and not for fun, with separate scores for everyone. Yet when they came to square accounts, they all had made quite fair amounts. Can you the paradox explain? If no one lost, how could all gain?
Did they die? Death?
We already said that. And I didn't. That wasn't the answer.
Oh god.
But they're fighting.
Is this something about war? That makes sense.
You're running out of time. My
4 of them
friends.
were fighting.
What hint did we get for breaking his hand?
They weren't playing a game.
That's
they
right.
achieved their life goal.
If you'd like another hint, it was going to cost you.
I do it.
I'm stressed.
14 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, that's bad.
4. The hint.
That was the hint?
No.
Okay.
This is the hint.
Okay.
You must tell me their profession. 4 jolly men sat down to play, and played all night till break of day. They played for gold, and not for fun, with separate scores for everyone. Yet when they came to square accounts, they all had made quite fair amounts. Can you the paradox explain? If no one lost, how could all gain?
Tell
Were they
that
kings?
They are
Or
scamming
gods?
them out of their. No, that doesn't make sense.
general,
They're
a
gambling.
king, a
I never
soldier.
said that they were gambling.
Yeah, no damn. Ah, fuck it, I'll bite.
Oh,
Peasant, soldier, general, king.
10 bludgeoning damage.
Fuck. Can I go again? Or am
They.
Next hint. What do you see every time you set foot into a tavern?
Barkeep?
4 jolly men sat down to play, and played all night till break of day.
Dwarfs?
They played for gold, and not for fun, with separate scores for everyone. Yet when they came to square accounts, they all had made quite fair amounts. Can you the paradox explain, Isla? If no one lost, how could all gain?
they have been drinking. They're having a good time. They are drinking.
What do people drink too?
Ale. They celebrate.
So-
Barkeeps?
Victory.
You said we had to say that professionally. They're bartenders.
Do people drink too?
Vikings?
You see a crack across his skull.
We're gonna die.
We're good, guys.
4 jolly men sat down to play, and played all night till break of day. They played for gold and not for fun, with separate scores for everyone. Yet when they came to square accounts, they all had made quite fair amounts. Can you the paradox explain? If no one lost, how could all gain? And he reaches his hand out again.
They are tipping. They're getting tipped by the patrons.
God damn it!
Drunkards! A barkeep! Tavern
14
keep!
bludgeoning damage.
Are they
Victory!
berserkers?
Your next hint.
Shit.
When you set foot into a tavern, you all have done this before. You sit down to drink. What do you notice in your surroundings? Other patrons, barkeeps you have said before, but there is one thing you have not spoken yet.
Bard?
Our friends.
Correct, my friend.
A bard?
As he steps
Four?
back,
Oh, he played like they play an instrument.
Oh.
they wager against each other and play. They all gain money from surrounding patrons.
I didn't like
It
that.
seems pretty complicated.
It took us that long.
Thanks for the sacrifice, bud.
Thank you for playing, friends. And he wraps his glass wings around you. And as you come to, you're all laying on the ground of the same chamber.
What's my hand look?
Your hand is sore.
I go ahead and take your hand with my broken hand. I just fucking.
As you're all laying there, you don't notice the creature before you. Nowhere to be seen, not hanging on the wall. You notice a staff standing directly in front of the world tree. The same staff you have.
9 points of healing.
Immediately, you all feel within your hands multiple colored stones.
Each
You-
of us?
You each have one. Bezra, you have a green stone. Feyring, you have a red stone.
Alright, it's the hot place.
Lulavisha, you have a purple stone.
Oh, my favorite color.
Isla, you have a blue stone. Gemma, you have a black stone.
Bless you.
Sorn, you have a silver stone.
So,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Silver.
hell,
Mine has to be that very cold
Need to
place.
hell, ice,
What?
I need to open it up.
fire, swamp,
Yeah. Mist. There was smoke.
We got swass.
and then
Nice.
there was silver, and what did Sworn have?
Silver.
silver.
I had purple.
Silver and purple. So, purple is royalty, but silver is currency, so either one of those could be Asgard.
I think silver would be
Silver has to be that
the
that
ash.
that like smoky, misty place that we couldn't see anybody in.
I'm naked and afraid.
Well, we know 3 for sure.
Yeah, you got 2 of them.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm adding
Purple-
red fruit of Yggdrasil to my inventory.
Purple has to be royalty, because
It is a hard color to acquire.
yeah. So I think
I got 2.
now we have black and
Black.
silver.
Isn't black going to be...
Hell, that's what I would assume.
Makes sense.
But then again, well, what was that like red fiery place?
And that was Muspelheim.
And we figured that out. Yes, or you figured that out.
Yeah.
Okay. We should put what we already know in its respective spot.
So let's put red with Muspelheim, the fiery place. We could put black with Hell. We could put the blue with Jotunheim. That leaves us.
What color are you? Green?
I would
There
assume
was a
it-
forest.
There was a jungle.
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 The first one we went to.
I would put it in the jungle slot. Alpine.
What is silver?
It's probably the last one left, yeah.
Well, there
No, there's-
mist. and the swampy, misty, foggy area.
Right. Okay.
I'm going to put mine in Asgard.
Yeah,
Which was
you
good?
should be the
Purple.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Help.
Man.
Mother, help.
Mother, help.
Such a baby.
Remember, son. Dying is gay. Yes, father.
That's what Bezra remembers every time.
It's the cats from Deltarune.
What is
Shoot your laser beams at us.
Is the door still closing?
Door
door
stuck,
is
please.
open.
Okay.
Send help.
Okay, never mind.
I beg you.
Bye.
Oh
I'm
no.
going to do a little visual aid.
Yes.
Cool.
What was your dash's name?
My what?
What was your dash's name?
Fairy was
can't
very
remember her
spicy
name.
Was it
today.
Kimberly?
What's up with that?
I think it was Kayla.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
and Kayla. That's.
Okay, then never mind.
You're spicy.
Okay, my friends. So,
We are your friends.
Whoa.
Who all broke their fingers again?
Mine was twice.
There, I got you, bud.
Yeah. But I need more.
Okay.
Okay.
this
Wait,
is
what?
somewhat of what you see.
Orange and
The
gold
top
is already...
one already has the gold stone in it.
Oh, was that
Oh.
The
Asgard?
far right has the orange one in it.
Let's feel it.
I'll tip.
There are 3 at the bottom, 1 here, and 2 to the left.
I'll put red wherever the fiery landscape was.
I'm gonna put silver.
You don't know where that was.
We have...
Yeah,
But
we-
these
we
have
We can't
words
read
under
what
them,
they
right?
say.
Yes.
Yeah, we just kind of have to guess.
Is language the same way that, like... I don't know how to explain this, but, like...
Like you can kind of make out.
I can read Spanish just because, like
Like
they're
phonetic,
very similar.
phonetically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So,
can we kind of guess by
yeah,
that?
make a... Let's do a history check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
Can I help
guidance.
her out with that?
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say, can I help her too?
Yes.
Give her a bonus as well?
Anybody who helps, you'll get advantage because of Isla. Anybody else can do it +2.
Okay.
I think we're all going to be helping.
Okay.
Okay, so she'll get a
+2,
really good...
4, 6, 8.
Okay. Come on.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then plus what for everyone helping?
+2.
+2. So 2,
So 20.
4, 6, 8.
Oh,
Plus
plus
eight.
8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
28.
28?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy shit.
So all of you connecting your brains and kind of figuring out, well, yeah, the Misty Lands down there, that's probably, you know, like hell.
And we could use like our
all
general
that.
knowledge of just what we know of the mythos and
Yeah. So let's say you found out that this one, was Muspelheim, the fire. So you got that. The land of the elves.
Alfheim.
What color did you say?
Say green?
Land of
Green.
the Elves was the jungle. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
so yeah,
green.
green.
So you put the greenstone here. Begins to glow.
Can I make the assumption that gold is Asgard?
Yes.
Okay. Damn. What's purple?
So,
The Power Stone.
Ugh.
I have to.
which one did you think was purple?
We
Asgard.
originally thought it was Asgard, but it looks like that would be the gold one. So,
So he would have said, I forgot to name the ones that you guys went to.
Okay.
But the ones you went to was Alfheim, Muspelheim, Vanaheim, Jotunheim, Helheim, and Niflheim. So Vanaheim is the land of the Aesir.
Wait, what?
Not the Aesir.
Say it one more time.
What?
What's it called?
Vanaheim?
Oh yeah,
It's a
'cause
custom name.
Yeah, Vanaheim is the of the land of the Vanir. So the ones adjacent to the Aesir gods. Vanir are
So
like
purple.
lesser gods.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd put purple.
You put purple in that one?
Yeah,
Okay, sure.
we're gonna try.
Can we take it out if it doesn't?
You don't know? Gloves.
Okay, I feel good about that.
So, with all that, you figured that out. So, what you have left are the blue stone, the black stone, and the silver stone.
Okay.
Who had blue?
I
Isla.
I
think.
have blue.
That's Jotunheim.
Yeah.
What was the silver?
That was the swamplands.
Okay. Where do you think that would go?
I feel like the Valheim one would go in the middle of the black one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you put the black one there?
Yeah.
That bit was scary.
Does it glow?
So we got a 50-50 shot.
I feel like this one would be blue.
Yeah,
This one
because
would
heat
be-
became heat. Not heat. Cold was before heat, is what I can remember. Besides the screaming. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it right before Helheim.
You had the blue one, correct?
Yes.
Can you put it here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. We did the vroom for purple. Did I do it for red and green?
It did.
Okay, good.
Alright, so they're all glowing.
The last one in the last slot.
Go ahead, Tab.
I look at it in my hands for a few minutes.
What are you doing?
Let's just be ready in case anything happens.
Well.
And with a little hesitation,
The
I
music is going along with it. It's good.
I'm gonna
cut it in!
get on with it.
As you place the final stone in the spot, you feel a chamber shake. The door in the trunk of the tree, with the word that you assume is Midgard above it, vanishes. And you see a doorway into another room.
I'll go. I want to go.
I'll go too.
Does anybody need torches?
I don't need. I have dark vision, so I think I
So
think
do
okay.
Did any other
Well, don't get smart with me.
did any other word disappear or
it's in
just
the
that
dark.
one? Just Midgard?
You go.
Yeah, just Midgard. The Midgard was carved on a door, and the door disappeared.
Okay.
So now you can walk through the trunk of the tree.
Alright, let's go.
Is it one by one again?
As you step forward, it's just directly into another room, you notice. There's no hallway. As you step into this small room, Fairing, I assume you're leading the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
As you step in, you're horrified by the sight of dozens of skeletons adorning rusted chainmail armor and leather paddings seem to have fallen over and died. Laying strewn about this small room. In the center of this room, some type of pedestal or altar. Upon the altar, a stand. On that stand, you shine your light. About 15 feet in front of you. Looks like a small key. Stands in the center.
That looks like a trap. Unless these are all just sacrifices taken from the village.
These are warriors.
Do they look fresh?
No. You can tell immediately without having to check. There are cobwebs, spiders, dust when you walk through these skeletons.
I could bring one back to life and command it to tell us what to do, probably, but I would need a rest for that. So
What's your passive perception?
17.
17. And what was your
18.
18?
Hmm?
You notice while you're cautiously stepping through this room, none of these soldiers or warriors, whatever they were, have their weapons drawn.
So there wasn't a fight.
It seems like the way that they're laying on each other, that they all fell over at the same time.
From what it looks like, no one has their weapons drawn, and it just looks like they just collapsed.
That's even weirder than if they were to just die with a fight. Is the doorway still open?
Yes.
Okay. And you said there was a key?
There is a key on a pedestal in the center of this room, about 15 feet from the door.
I'll check that out.
You walk to the key.
What's your run speed? Okay,
30.
you'd be good.
So as you walk to this key, stepping over skeletons, being very cautious, as you get close, you notice this key doesn't seem like a normal key. It doesn't look like metal. If it is metal, it's completely rusted because this key is brown. It almost looks wooden. It even has some moss growing at the end of it. It looks like a branch. Somebody carved this out of a branch.
How many skeletons are there?
Do you want to count them?
Sure.
Okay. There's about 16.
Okay. And they're all seem to just appear human? Like a human skeleton?
Humanoid. Make an investigation check, if you'd like.
Put them all back in the fridge so it doesn't get warm.
18.
I know, but
18?
Okay.
You notice that there are 2 different types of armor.
Oh, okay.
One seems very ornate and adorned with a crest that you've never seen before. Looks like some type of winged serpent.
I'd probably grab like my sketchbook and
Okay.
so I remember.
This particular skeleton has a very slender build. And there's about eight of those. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Did you grab the key?
Yeah.
You did? Yeah. Okay. So as you grab the key, you're met with a vision.
Boo.
And as this vision fills your head, you can see, it seems like you're traveling through a tunnel. A green, sparky tunnel.
I brought these just in case.
Hell yeah.
They're cute.
As you're going through this tunnel, you see an end, and you come out of this, and you come out of the end. You see a similar area that you've been recently in a vision. This looks like Helheim. Dark clouds blanket the sky. Gray rock and ashy mountains litter the landscape, with a dark castle in the distance. You see a group of creatures below you. Seem to be shambling humanoids. You can hear them. Next to them, there's some type of obelisk. They seem to be walking in a circle around it. This obelisk glows with a red light. And you're witnessing this from up above, almost as if you were flying, but no sounds of wings or anything. Like you're scrying, almost.
Okay.
And as you're witnessing this, this obelisk begins to crumble in on itself, making a hole in the floor. And you see these moaning, shambling zombies, essentially, begin to go in, one after the other. And you notice this taller, larger creature, a stocky zombie, with a deer head skull, carrying a long sword, or a great sword, across its shoulder. Is the last one to look down, step in, and as your view follows that creature, you see that you're on a mountain. And above that mountain, you see in front of this creature, as it points and orders its troop toward an unsuspecting village. Go! Kill! And you're brought back.
I'll look at the two armors. They look like the people in the vision.
Make a perception check. Or an investigation.
It's 26.
26? No. These look like unrelated.
Alright. I tell everyone about that vision I just had. And,
You can add the key of Yggdrasil to your inventory.
oh, shit!
Jesus Christ.
And was there a slot to put that in?
Hmm?
Was there a slot to put that in?
No.
Oh. Well... I'm gonna look around like, you said this, like, the flooring is carved?
No.
Oh.
There's actually, it's completely blank in this room other than the skeletons and the strange key on the pedestal in the center.
Okay. I'm at a loss at this point. Is there more for us to do here?
Soren, can you still see magic, or has that worn off?
Has it worn off?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
It would have worn off.
It would have worn off.
Okay.
By the way, Adam, I forgot to mention, it whispers a word to you immediately after the vision. Lehendro.
Lehendro.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, see. Does Lehendro mean anything to any of you?
You see at the other end of the room
Come on, man.
a green portal open.
Oh.
I think it meant something to them.
Shit.
And I'll walk towards it with the key, like, looking around, kind of going, like, we gotta do this, yeah?
I'll go with you.
I'll
That's
also
where
go.
the piece of Oddsbane is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll walk towards this green shit with key first.
Okay. Everyone was in the room, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, I forgot to specify. This portal opens up in the door that you walked through.
Mm-hmm.
So this magic item activates indoors. So as you approach it, and you use the key on it, you could see through immediately, and you see the same area. Looks like Helheim. You actually see the same portal that you just saw these creatures go through, directly in front of you. No creatures, just an open portal.
I go through.
You're immediately met with in the distance, and you see Fadering on the other side of this portal in Helheim. Or at least what you think is Helheim.
You going to find Baldur in there?
You out there, bud? No, I don't think so. Is it the portal to the mountains right there?
The portal to, so to the mountain that they were heading towards.
I feel this is pretty straightforward, and I'm kind of already getting anxious being in here, so if, we're going, yeah?
I'll go with you.
Let's go.
I guess I'll.
If we can go. Because you're holding the key, right?
I mean, might as well try it.
I'll step through.
I follow.
I'll follow.
Well, then let's go!
Here's the hole.
A bunch
you
of
step
sad
through?
faces here.
As you step through the hole in the ground, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you step through the portal in the ground. It's kind of gyrating as you come through. You kind of have to... Gravity recenters as you walk through, and then you're immediately standing back up
We're in the
in a
upside
different
down.
direction. So as you step through, you don't see the creatures that you saw in the vision, but you see the village up ahead.
How does the air smell up here?
It smells fresh.
Okay.
Does the village look familiar?
Make a history check. Anyone who would like to.
Play ball.
I must specify you're on top of a hill, not a mountain. The snow is falling, but not at the intense temperature it would be on the top of the mountain.
History.
I got a 17.
17?
18.
18?
19.
19? Oh, wow.
Bitch.
Got 5.
You can tell that this is still in Noiname. It seems like you might be facing west. So facing towards the ocean. Still in Noiname. You don't notice anything coming from the village. Except a plume of smoke, which could be a campfire. No screaming, no sounds.
Hey, Soren, you wouldn't happen to still have that glass rod, do you? Or did that thing gone?
You picked up the staff,
I
correct?
did. Yes.
Cool. We're going?
I guess so.
No.
So seeing this village, walking towards it only takes you about 15 minutes of travel. Already exhausted. The sun nowhere to be seen. Still, well, sun is coming close to sunup. Since you had your battle around midnight. It's about 5 a.m. almost. 15 minutes you travel to the village, still not hearing any sounds ahead of you. You wander in. You all being cautious?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
You don't see anybody inside. No blood, tracks, anything.
I'm gonna keep walking in.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep walking, but keep looking around, looking for anything.
Okay.
As I'm moving.
I'm gonna thaumaturgy the sound of a raven, like, flying through the center of town. 30 feet away. Just see if it causes anything to stir.
Okay.
Alright, I guess there's really no point in taking our time on this one.
Is there a downstairs? In
The
this-
downstairs?
In this. Are we in a building right now?
No, you walked into a village.
In my head, a village was. Anyways.
Does it look recently abandoned, or does it look like it's been abandoned for a long time?
Make a perception or investigation check.
Perception and investigation?
Or
Or,
investigation.
okay.
Can I look around too?
Yeah, go.
I'm just gonna go up to a door and start pounding on it, knocking on it.
You notice snow falls when you pound on it from the roof, from the door itself.
14.
14? Okay.
8
8?
for investigation.
Are there any like buildings of importance? Maybe like a city hall or like a tavern or like a church or whatever.
There are about 6 buildings here, all wood, the triangle houses. Seems like just a small hamlet that some people would have been beginning to live in.
Okay, well I'm gonna try and see if any of the doors open.
That one plume of smoke in the center is just a smoldering fire at this point. Fairing, you hear from behind a building further out in the direction that you're walking.
Hey, we're not alone out here.
Soren, This place does seem long abandoned. There are things frozen over. Buckets, pails of water, completely frozen. Steps that crack when you step on them because the ice is frozen over so much.
I'm okay.
The door you banged on becomes ajar after you bang on it the third time.
Anyone home?
Completely empty. You see layers of dust and frost on everything. Isla, what were you going to say?
I was just gonna go ahead and see if I can just open the any door.
Similar findings. Frozen over. Long
I'd like to search for anything of importance in that.
Okay.
So.
Make an investigation.
Okay.
Do I know around where the footsteps came from?
It seemed like behind one of the houses that was immediately in front of you.
Could I figure out which one?
Yeah, that was the right.
I'll go ahead and put my hand to the ground and cause the earth to tremor behind the building.
Okay.
Energy.
Bless you.
You hear the voice.
Going up, bud.
Why?
New to the area. I want a tour. What the fuck happened here?
Looks like hell froze over.
You could say that. There's nothing to tour here. Just leave.
I'll look in any of the directions. Is there like any like major roads, or is this like just plop in the middle of nowhere?
Seems plop in the middle of nowhere. You recall from your vision. From a distance, this village seemed somewhat lively. You at least saw figures moving. You saw a small path leading down the adjacent hill. But now that is snowed over.
Is the guy in a building or behind it? I'm just gonna run after him.
Okay. So as you sprint up, don't come back here! I'll hurt you. As you go around the
Kill?
corner, I'll hurt you.
I'll hurt you. Okay.
And as you go around the corner, you see him there with a rusted, jagged knife. This malnourished man with a long beard, scraggly long beard, and hair pulled back into a hood, seeming to carry whatever furs or warmth he has. You see his fingers beginning to develop frostbite.
See. Are you okay?
What do you want?
Are you alone here?
If you don't want anything, just leave.
Oh, here we go. Come around the corner. Jesus Christ, bud. You're not going to be hurting anyone like that. Come here, and I'm going to pull out something to keep his hands warm, one of my rations. I've had a hell of a day. I'm short on rest. I'm not really in the best moods. Just tell us your shit. Come on. And I kind of start pushing him towards the center of town.
Easily.
Yeah.
Light as a feather.
And I'll probably go ahead and take off my bear cloak and put it around him, give him a box of rations.
Does he look familiar?
No.
Okay.
I don't mean to be so rude, I just...
Where are we?
You're a small village south of Vansavik.
Where's that compared to Raven's Watch?
North of Raven's Watch. Kind of close.
It's by the kingdom?
Yeah. South of Vansavik.
Oh, really? Yeah, but did you eat? Go ahead and eat, guys.
So we're a bit north. So we're kind of
I just
around here.
had a bit of a trip and I saw a bunch of... Okay. When I saw the army on top of the hill, did they look undead or what was that about?
Yes, they did look undead.
I saw a whole bunch of whites getting ready to march over here. Is that about what happened?
Yeah, that's about what happened. 3 years ago.
Oh.
And you've been surviving on your own?
Well, I tried to survive in Vansevik, but every time I tried to ask for help, they called me crazy.
Yeah, people aren't the kindest. Alright, one of these houses yours.
Yeah. That one.
We'll get a fire going, we'll get food, and tell us your story.
Don't bother my wife, she's sleeping. Please. She barely gets enough rest as it is.
I just kind of give Hulavisha just like that.
His wife's dead.
Oh!
Yeah.
And I'll just very
I
gently...
caught that like right away.
I'll just gently push him by the bear cloak. Let's get you out of the cold blood.
Picks up his feet.
I feel so bad.
I didn't catch that.
Okay.
Damn.
As they're kind of like walking away, I guess I would just kind of like lean to Gemma and just be like, poor soul just needs to die already.
If you could get help, that would be good.
Let's see what he has to say first. Oh wait, I can't hear this, can I? No.
I would have called everyone over.
Maybe we can do something.
You called everyone over?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your name? Sorry.
Rohinder.
I'm gonna look at him.
Verhinder.
Verhinder?
Verhinder.
I'm gonna look at him. You know you're safe with us, right?
It doesn't matter if I was or not.
Wouldn't you rather be safe?
Rather have my family back.
Yeah, that's fair.
So what happened then?
We were just starting up this hamlet. Making good of it too. Brought out cattle. They were the best I've ever seen. Just about a weekend of starting. That all went to shit. Just these creatures. We thought they were travelers. We wanted to help them, but as they got close, they just started ripping everybody apart. They killed the ones who fought, grabbed the rest, and pulled them back up the hill. And that was it. That quick.
Do you remember how many, roundabout how many people do you think were taken?
8 people, maybe?
And then how many people fought back, do you know?
Only the ones that were able to. Me and a couple other fathers around the hamlet.
How did you last this long?
I ran to get help.
That was real bad timing.
I ran for help.
I ran for help. And when I came back, everyone was saved.
Everyone clapped.
They clapped alright.
Oh, cute! Oh, that's so cool!
Did you make that?
Yeah.
Oh,
So good.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
love that.
Wait.
That looks really good.
Fairing.
What do you mean on our table?
The one in the dining room. The dining room table.
Yeah, where else would he make it?
That's so dope.
Has the war been affecting you out here?
No.
Okay.
Where do you get your food?
I hunt. What I can.
I assume the winter hasn't been too kind on you.
Why don't you leave?
Sorry.
Because there's nothing for me to leave for. I don't have anything anymore.
Well, you could maybe start anew.
There's also nothing for you to stay for.
I have my wife here.
Don't you want to get her out of a place like this?
This is all we know.
There's not much here.
There's nothing anywhere for me.
So let's leave. We can take your wife and let's go to a better place. You can't stay in a place that has nothing for you.
Why don't we talk to your wife about it?
Go talk to her then.
Oh God.
I'm gonna. I was just gonna like.
Okay, well. Okay.
Does she
Where
talk
is she?
much?
In my hut.
I'll get up and head that way.
I'll follow. I'm right behind him.
You open the door. You see a double bed, nightstand, small cooking area, all frozen over. Seems extremely similar to the rest. Laying in the bed is a woman. Was a woman. A frozen remnant of a corpse.
Like Pinky. Pew pew.
With a dagger in her heart.
In her arm?
A heart.
Oh.
Shit.
Seems like a normal forged iron dagger.
That looks about right.
I'll close the door.
I don't have anybody anymore.
So he knows his wife is dead?
My wife is recovering.
Loneliness can do a lot to it.
What are you laughing at?
Wait, no, this is so
It could be Lunavisha. Just like, bro, that's fucking hilarious.
No, it's not her.
Wow, Lunavisha, you're so insensitive. What do you... This poor man.
Okay.
I wanna. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and what's happening? I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of go around a corner and grab my Rune of Odin's Eye and look if there's anything more to this key than just opening portals.
Okay.
Well, why don't you at least come with us to the next biggest city so you have a proper place to stay?
How am I gonna pay for it?
I can give you money.
I can give you money too.
Why would you do that?
Why not? I don't need it.
I can't offer anything.
I don't care.
Everybody cares.
No, they don't.
It's my turn to return favors done to me.
You might hear word passing about a group named the Intrepid Reborn, how they go from town to town helping people out. And
Never heard of them.
yeah, I mean, you've been living out here for 3 years.
But you have now. She's gonna.
Oh, God.
Oh, tough crowd, huh?
Yeah. But no, bud, we're really not doing this for the money, so.
If you go with us, you'll be in a better place. You'll at least be able to find a job and not have to constantly fight to survive.
What'd you do? Before, 3 years ago.
It's a carpenter.
I understand not wanting to trust us.
I loved her.
I know. Loneliness can do a lot to a man. It can break even the strongest of minds.
But it was so cold. I didn't want her to suffer anymore.
I know.
In the end, you did the right thing, and I'm sure she would understand.
I don't want to suffer.
And that's what you want, bud.
I knew it.
Population 0.
Loser town, population these two.
We all just
Get styled on.
Someone default dance on his corpse.
Oh my god.
I'll go
Don't
ahead.
joke on these balls.
I'll go ahead and drag his body over to the bed and try to dress the corpse and like try to see if I can't get them both. I might not even touch her. Like, it doesn't look like it's good. But try to get him in that kind of like that, dagger facing down pose.
For a minute, I thought you were trying to resurrect
Is
him.
it the Norse that do
Oh,
the
God.
coins on the eyes?
I think that's the
yet.
The Norse have the
Our stone of true resurrection.
Okay.
Oh, wait, with fucking Romeo and Juliet. It was like, we go over to her corpse. It happened in the last 10 years. Boop.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
She, my husband!
Go do it!
Well, I guess you were right, Bezra.
Oh,
Your Eye of Odin.
That guy's identify on the key.
Yeah, it says exactly what the description for the item says.
Oh, I did a custom item. I'm sorry.
Oh, you added your own? Oh, no, I made one.
I will.
Oh my
the
fucking
fuck up.
god, really?
Oh.
No warning, no like.
I was making a weird ass face.
the fucking nuclear bombs of sneezes.
Oh, damn.
Scared me. Really scared me. I thought you were screaming at me.
Sorry.
How
I do
dare you?
I do dad sneezes.
Yeah.
You're not a father.
You should be sorry. Damn.
Father.
Fucking.
Right?
Whoa.
No, I gotta.
How do we get back?
We walk back.
We're just.
What was the point of being here?
I thought it would lead us to that piece of Oddsbane.
I thought maybe there would be another door.
There could be something here that we just haven't seen yet.
Is there a temple, like a church?
We could check the houses. Maybe there's something in there. I know
Were we?
nothing.
Oh,
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
I know
me.
no
I'm
one's.
sorry, I keep doing it.
I know no one's touched the place in 3 years, but we were brought here for a reason.
He said that the army took the people up the hill. Do you think it's worth investigating?
We could.
It's 3 years ago, but maybe.
Nobody investigated the room that had the key in it. Just the bodies.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of too late to go back now. I will ask, did the identify spell tell me what realm it's currently attuned to?
Midgard.
Ooh.
Can we go? No, we can't go back.
We can simply walk back. We're near Hansavik, which is just north of Raven's Watch.
I did see if the portal was still there. I think it was still open when you guys walked down.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There you go.
let's just go through the portal.
Yeah, so this was a bit of a red herring then. Sure. And,
Yeah, let's. I think maybe we got brought here for that key.
If anything, it's a quicker way north.
That is if it stays there after we go back through.
let's head back. And, Farron will start walking back towards the portal.
So you walk back and you see that the portal is still open, even though your identify spell says it would be otherwise. You walk through and you step into the room, surrounded by skeletons.
I'll look around.
Make an investigation check.
Can I help him?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna pat his
Advantage?
back.
Is that advantage?
Pat his back and like help him, like guide his hand, grab his hand.
Yeah.
Pretty much hover over him, like he like I'm a blanket.
Yeah, exactly. Like a blanket.
He's
Like
just
a band.
annoyed. Just get the f off me.
With advantage, I got 2 3s. For a 4.
A 4, okay.
It's just a lot of corpses. I don't really know what else is to do except maybe try looking elsewhere in the castle. This feels like there's probably more to this place than just the cellar.
Figured.
Yeah.
As you're saying this, almost completely exhausted, you go and lean on the pedestal that the key was sitting on top of, and you feel the top of it shift over.
That's a fairing thing to happen.
Only
You mean to tell me I didn't lean on it to grab the key?
You like Indiana Jones did.
I mean, hey, you gotta go to the cool place. I'm not complaining.
Let's name our kid Indian.
So as you look inside, with the shimmer of whatever light is within this room from your shield or what have you, you see glimmer of gold,
Is it
couple
just
jewels.
is it just Fairing seeing this, or is it everyone?
Whoever's looking inside of this stone chest that you found.
Oh, shit.
The pedestal was a chest.
Oh.
Na 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 na. A mimic.
I saw something gold there.
Yes, you see a small pile of gold, a few gems, and the piece that was missing.
Oh.
I will add Oddsbane 1 of 13 back to inventory.
Whoa, would you look at that?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, would you look at that?
I got paid.
Yes. There you go, Bezra.
Bless you.
Thanks.
I'm blessed.
Did you guys hear that thunder?
Bless you.
Assuming it's God sneezing.
Sorry.
Odin?
How much do we have in there?
I'll shuffle about.
About 38.
24 karat magic.
38 gold pieces.
38 gold pieces. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So everyone gets 6. And
6
Is it 30?
38.
38.
Everyone, yeah, and I got so everyone gets 6
6 health.
6
gold.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
And then who killed the fucking crow thing?
Final blow?
I think it was Lulavisha, because it came around and you all got opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
You get 8.
Lulavisha was the last
4
one.
gold?
6.
6, my bad.
And you get 8.
What the hell's going on here?
Oh, fuck. Can't believe we done this.
And then for those gems.
Yes. So there are 2 emeralds and a sapphire, about the size of a quarter.
What?
I'm pretty good size.
A water?
Bottle of water.
These might be helpful for my spells.
Tuesday.
There's a bottle of water.
What? A bottle of water.
Does it feel like this is probably the last of it? What about that portal? Is it still open?
No.
Okay.
I also. Well, I guess I should do this in correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that village we were at, Ravens,
Raven's Watch?
6.
they had missing people, right?
They did.
I thought we would find them here.
I did too. Well, it seemed as if the fog and the mist took Isla to that that giant woman.
Did that remind me? Did that have skeletons there? I feel like it didn't.
They had a couple.
Okay.
Not as many as were missing.
Right. And we thought that they were taking children at night.
And just
And that
people in
was-
general.
In general, no one was really targeted
Okay.
specifically.
Okay.
But because Miss went there, and then that Raven thing took our treasure and led us here.
Right.
So I feel like these two things are separated.
Okay.
But I thought we'd find them too.
If anything, it makes it seem like that giant was trying to find that key.
Oh, yeah. Probably wanted to get back to...
Jotunheim.
Yeah. Well, we can go.
I would like that.
No, I mean, like, we can go to Jotunheim.
Oh, I would not like that.
Or
Why?
any of the realms.
Why do we?
We
Why?
could just go to realms.
Yeah, it takes about a month to change realm, but right now it's marked for Midgard, and
What do you mean change a month for changing realms?
we can change. It like kind of drains the key, and it takes a month to recharge that power.
So okay, so you're telling me if we go to a realm, we could be stuck there for a month?
Exactly.
Why would we want to do that?
In case of emergency.
You could also just go to Asgard.
Fuck.
Are we meant to go to Asgard right
I'd
now?
rather not.
I'd rather not too. I don't know.
I want to see Odin.
I don't
Terrifying.
think we should go to any realms until we've actually taken a rest, because we're all still weak.
We have no reason to go to any realms right now anyway.
Yeah, no, I don't mind just holding on to this.
Yeah, we can definitely just take it with us.
I just don't understand how some ragtag thrown together group that only just met in a raiding party now supposedly has a piece of a godly artifact of Oddsbane, and now we can just travel to hell, to Asgard. We can just travel the 9 realms. Why does this make any sense?
Why does anything make any sense?
2 years ago, I was a fisherman, and then Baldur talked to me. It's kind of
This is our web.
Yeah, so
This is what we're
If-
supposed to do.
it found us, so
makes you feel any better. Baldur did tell me they can't keep my eye on all y'all. So
This can't fall into the wrong hands.
yeah.
Odin finally stopped yelling at me.
keep everything away from you. So.
With that kind of power, someone could rule all 9 realms.
I
Or
don't know about that one,
I need
buddy.
to help out the Verg. I have a couple of buddies that were pretty keen about trying to reopen gateway back to where are the Verg trying to go to?
Svartalfheim.
They were trying to reopen a realm door to Svartalfheim, and this might help them with that.
Where can it be used?
Anywhere. Just gotta will the portal open. It can only stay for a couple seconds.
When you go to a realm, does it... I know some magical items that I've seen, when you use it, a lot of times it starts to break.
No.
Not like that. It's pretty powerful.
If it's already tied to Midgard, where does it take us? Does it take us just somewhere random? Does it take us to that town?
Fuck it. And I will think of
Building's house?
Just kidding. Before I do this, we're not done here, right? Like we've got the rest of the building to explore. This is just one room.
There was no other doors.
Oh,
This was it.
I thought there was.
There were 2 back rooms, one large room where you fought in,
Oh.
and just one of the back rooms had the basement.
Draven's Watch.
Might as well. We could just skip to Vilde's house, maybe.
We can try.
And
So if we use that a month, we can't use it again, correct? Even if it's 2
no.
Raven's Watch, or just depending on...
Changing realms takes a
Okay.
month to recharge.
Wow.
It has 4 charges. It takes a week to recharge any of those 4 that you've used, and you can. I believe it says that you can choose any location to recall back to.
Oh, does that work?
Yeah, and there's four charges, and the portal only stays open for 4 seconds. Not 4 seconds.
Can you
2
even
turns.
get us all
4
in?
seconds.
Oh, from a specific location. I read that as realm.
12 seconds. That's enough time to get it.
Oh, so we can travel around. We can only travel locations.
Yeah.
We can travel the realm of Midgard. Right? So we can go to...
There's nothing that says that we can't just say insert town, or does it have to be?
I will allow it. It just will only last. I mean, it'll be that certain place for the whole week.
Right.
So you'll only be able to change it after a week.
Okay.
I'm confused when we ended up at that village. Was that through the key? The key took us there, right?
He spoke a word that was whispered to him.
And then it opened a portal.
Mhm.
What word was that again?
Methandril.
No,
Okay.
I forgot.
Okay,
Should I
so
mark
that
one of the
doesn't really
charges?
matter.
Or this is a DM magic version.
That's
It was DM magic. Really.
okay.
Yeah. I was
That's
improv.
kind of what I was thinking.
Don't worry about it.
So we're stuck here for.
And so if I choose, so it's a month to change realm, and then if I choose a place within the realm, it's a week to change place within the realm.
Yes.
Okay. We can. Do I want to abandon the cart? I really don't feel good about abandoning an entire cart, so I wouldn't mind using this for emergencies, not to.
Fast travel.
Yeah.
But your cart's at Vilde's house, correct?
Yeah.
Well, what about
So-
Gravemunder?
We can use this to get to Raven's Watch, and then from there continue on foot.
Yeah, we can do that.
Do you have to say a certain town, or can you say a certain person?
Well, we already know that a specific town put us a 15-minute walk out of it, so. Vilde's house. Get your asses! And I push everyone in.
So as you push everyone in, everyone falls to the ground, and you're met with the sniffs of Greyhunder as you fall to his feet. And then 12 seconds later,
Oh, so that's all 4 charges.
no, that was the second charge.
Okay.
That took 2 charges.
I'm so anxious.
Well, the first one we went to.
Oh.
And I extended the portal with DM.
Yeah.
So could I? DM question. Could I say take me to Brodry, and then it would take me to Brodry?
Has to be a place.
Yeah, location. So
Where Brodry is in
We
jail.
can connect it to our home base.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's
so,
true.
So for the next week, essentially, Vilde's house is going to be like your fallback. So if you, I think if you speak the magic word, it'll open the portal back to Vilde's house.
Whoa, cool.
Well, this is a pretty good panic button.
Well, I'm gonna go in.
Yeah,
and
I'm
I'm
following
gonna go.
Okay. So as you run up the stairs, you hear your children playing inside. You open the door, and we're gonna take a small break because I'm gonna go get my drink.
Drag.
I wanna check in with everybody, see how everybody's doing.
I'm good.
Feeling okay?
Vilde, you have any of that magic wine?
I did not go inside, by the way.
You're just waiting for that.
Yeah.
For that moment that
Yeah.
there's wine and then you just pour it.
I did not go inside.
Go make this.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, am I the only one outside right now?
I also
I
said
believe
I said I stayed with Greyhunder and then I put him, but you didn't hear.
Is it possible for us to get the AC unit in here?
The what?
AC.
It has to be like hooked
It
up to
would
the
be.
window.
I have a fan.
Ooh.
AC would. That's not gonna happen.
Sarah.
With
Hold
love,
on, Sarah. Hold on, Sarah.
it's a
Hold on,
hassle.
Sarah.
If the door stays open, I might, move
Yeah.
into here.
Hold on, Ty. I know how to cure your sickness.
Hard drugs.
Oh, I missed. I straight up missed that. Sorry.
Reese?
That was interesting to see.
What the fuck?
I was like,
I understand why he missed. He has a broken hand, so.
that's true.
I fixed
And I rolled
it.
a 1.
I fixed it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, true.
Part of it.
Part
No,
of
it
it.
still hurts.
It still hurts.
But it ain't broken.
No, but it ain't broken.
You
You
fixed
weenus.
it in its broken position,
It's-
so it's healed, but it's broken.
More or less sprained. It could be from
Baby.
broken to sprained.
Yes.
Take
That's
the white extension cord should be somewhere over there.
Yeah.
Can you grab it for me? That's all I have.
Hey, Dylan.
Well, of course, and like the
Okay, you probably
and when I need it.
Also, do you have any sustenance I could perhaps...
That was really good.
That was good.
Rejected. Damn. Dylan, you're trying. Dylan,
Zone.
we need to watch The Northman again.
Yeah.
We do. Because it's on Peacock. Good old cock.
Sorry if it was kind of depressing, guys.
Oh, that was great. I love that. I was gonna stab the dude if you didn't do it yourself. I would have stabbed him. I was like,
he was
okay.
making me sad, so I killed him.
I was like, I would have honestly. I was going
I'm
to.
fine
There
with
was no
it.
reason
Yeah.
for him to. be
Bezra,
alive.
even Bezra was like, bro, he's just gonna just fucking die already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to be like, okay.
I mean, if he wasn't gonna do that, I was probably gonna start like investigating the wife and seeing like, is she gonna turn undead? Is she gonna fucking turn into his Draugr and eat us? Because I'll just cut off her head right now and then go, hey bitch, here's your wife.
We should have tasted. We should. He was still
Tasted what?
him.
Reese,
Should have
What?
tasted him.
it's cannibalism.
Exactly. Frost giants are cannibals, right?
Are they?
Are they? Honestly,
I don't
they
think
were.
so.
Hold on, Dylan. What? Are frost giants cannibals? Which one did you say were cannibals?
Frost giants.
Here's the
Ha
thing, Reese. You're a half frost Jotun.
That means I'm a half cannibal.
No, it still means you're a cannibal because you're
That's
a
true.
human eating a
I
human.
only eat
They don't
butts and
have
thighs
to be
though.
cannibals. You know, they're just carnivores.
Are they? I mean,
I feel like that's racism.
What?
They don't have to be. They don't have to be. Why do you automatically assume they're cannibals?
Someone goes up to another frosty half Jotun. Yo, what's up, my cannibal brother? And he's just like, bro, you good?
How'd you know?
Proceeds to stab you 48 times.
I'll be right back.
28 stab
He's like, what body part? I'm like, butts and thighs.
I know where that's from. I played it. Bye.
What?
28 steps.
Oh, 28. Didn't want to give him a chance, did you? That's right, she did play it.
What's new, Scooby Doo?
Hey,
bitch!
We're gonna
solve that mystery.
I see you, Scooby-Doo.
We're coming after you. What's the Scooby Doo?
Na na na
Na na na na na na na na na na na na na na.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So, as we bring it on back to the Intrepid Reborn, you've just stepped out of the portal that you created yourself with the key of Yggdrasil.
Ah!
Exactly. With the 12 seconds of travel time in between the portals, you land in front of Vilde's hut. And with the sound of children playing on the inside, Gemma runs up the stairs along with whoever is following. The ones who are staying outside was
Me and Soren.
you
I
and
think.
Soren.
I'll probably hang out.
You'll hang out. Okay. Do you go inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you go inside?
I'll go
Okay.
inside.
So the three of you go up to the door.
I burst in.
Okay, you burst in.
Oh,
And you see Vilde standing at the kitchen, and then she turns, and you see a purple orb in her hand.
Sorry for the spook. We're back.
I nearly blew your head off.
That's fair.
Welcome back.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. So, any luck?
We didn't find anyone. Isla was found. We traced Isla back to a camp where a giant woman was cooking and had some some other guys with her. We defeated them. We found a holy artifact that got snatched by a raven man thing. We traced it back to a temple that is out of time frame. The stonework is newer and in the east. It shouldn't be here. And it's torn down, it's run down like it has been through war, siege, attacks. Had a vision, talked to Odin. I want to talk to you about those privately. But we went down after some investigation, after fighting and defeating this raven man thing. Went downstairs. Long story short, went through a couple portals, found the holy artifact that got stolen from us. Faring has it. It's a portal device. Very interesting, but we did not find anyone who's been snatched. That's a short version of all of our adventures the past few hours.
sorry I couldn't stick with you the whole way.
That's alright.
My magic only has a certain reach. By the way, Vilde, you haven't heard the description yet, right? Okay, so Vilde is about the same height as Gemma. She has straight black hair with a headdress of a deer skull on top with beads coming down and braids. Yeah, sure.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah, and just like thin wraps and like lots of jewelry. Looks very like druid satyr-ish. And she's known as Vilde the Healer. Okay. And Vader, did you find anything about?
Yeah, so I found a piece of Oddsbane, which was wild, and I got this key. Regarding the Raven King, didn't really learn much about that.
Well, you said that you killed some type of raven.
It was, almost, it had like the body of a giant raven and like some disfigured, like molting, like half man, half raven, very molted. At one point when we were fighting it, it was in darkness so you couldn't see it, and a few of us heard our loved ones cry out in pain when we attacked it. I heard Naz. It kind of lured me, Lulovishva, and Faring to the temple because we were hearing cries for help from our loved ones.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're all safe now. Where are the rest of you?
They're outside.
Okay.
I didn't want to wake them.
Well, you should probably spend some time with your kids. They're a little rambunctious right now, so...
We'll talk later.
Of course.
Okay, good.
Yes.
And I go to my boys and I hug them and just roll.
No! Okay. And as you spend the next few minutes, talking to your kids, Vilde comes up to you, Fader.
Peace.
Any news about him?
I wasn't able to find anything.
That's what I thought.
But in the morning, I try speaking to him.
Speaking to him?
It had to be a short message, but I can send words in the wind.
It's worth a shot. The both of you and all your friends are welcome to stay as long as you'd like. Do you mind if I ask what your next steps are?
Heading east.
East?
Around the forest. Most likely.
And I know that you mentioned Kilovic. I have something that might be able to help. I have experimented with a tree striding spell. The large oak outside, I can send you and your cart through if you wanted to cut some time.
That would actually be greatly appreciated.
So whenever you'd like to do that, just let me know. I need about 10 minutes to prepare the ritual, and then... Sorry.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Okay. I just need about 10 minutes to prepare the ritual, and everything should be fine.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome.
And actually, I've been meaning to ask you if you had any learning material I could perhaps bother to borrow.
Learning material, as in for magic?
Yeah, I like what I have with Baldur, but I think I'd like to learn some of what you're doing too.
I have an extra herbalism book if you'd like to
Yeah, I'll
read
see if
through.
I think I like that actually.
Okay. You all seem like you need a little bit of rest.
I'm very tired.
It's been a long day.
It got bad there.
So, I'll go prepare your sleeping area, and You all can get some sleep.
Thank you very much.
He walks over and moves a table and
Gemma will
opens
help
up
her.
this. Yeah. So he gets done pretty fast. Isla, what were you doing while were you just listening?
I was just listening.
Alright. What are you three doing outside?
I guess I'm just kind of like sitting on the cart just so I can sit down
Yeah.
and making sure that these two don't kill each other.
I'm gonna look at both of them. I'll be right back. And I start to walk away.
Where are you going?
I want to try something. Nothing bad. Don't worry. I just. Everyone was back in the church. Everyone was calling to their gods. I don't know what mine is.
It's whatever god you choose.
And it doesn't just have to be one.
No, it doesn't. I just.
I would be careful though. Sometimes you don't know who will answer.
That's what I'm wanting to find out.
Dude, that voice is like perfect for that.
Right? I would say like,
really
damn, that's
good.
good. I would say that's good.
I was
Like
gonna
nice
say.
grovel and like
Coward.
deep.
And it looked like you were going to say something, Seth. What were you doing?
I was just sitting and petting Greyhunder.
Well, just don't get yourself killed out there.
Sorry, I won't go too far. So I'm gonna turn and walk away enough distance to
You know, distance yourself? From
distance.
the other side? Okay.
Yeah, not too far, but just enough
Yeah.
to where I can.
Still with an eyesight.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
still with an eyesight. Okay.
And what are you doing?
I'm gonna walk a bit, and once I feel like I've been and I'm in a good area, I'm going to lay my staff down and lay on my knees and close my eyes and just calmly call out, "Is anyone listening? Can anyone even hear me? Or is this all just bullshit?"
Is he saying that in his head or aloud?
You know, let's go. I'm saying this out loud, but can they hear me? Or
No, no one can hear you. You're
Okay.
You've spaced yourself. So
okay, good. Alright, yeah.
you hear the silence of the forest.
I call out a name. Hella. That name sounds familiar. Yet calming.
You hear something snap behind you.
I will not move. You may try to scare me, but my mind is stronger than you think. Is there anything around me, or do I hear anything? Or
Are you looking around?
my eyes are closed right now.
Okay.
I'm mostly just listening.
Just listening?
Just listening.
You can hear a distant owl. You can, being this focused, you can hear maybe some voices from inside of the hut. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay. I want to call out. I don't know if anyone's listening right now, but one of you bastards knows about my history. And I want to know what it is. I don't care who is listening. I want goddamn answers.
No response. So while you're sitting in the woods,
Yes.
trying to reach out to anything that could be listening,
Yeah.
your beds are set up in the hut. Isla, you feel your tattoo tingle. You see the salmon flop around and move up your arm.
Are you okay? Is there something you'd like to say to me?
What were you doing in hell?
I really don't even know what I was doing there. We went to this abandoned house, and we fought a Valraven and almost died, but eventually we got to like this glass skull or skeleton.
Are you saying this out loud?
I'm like, well, yeah. Saying it out loud.
You're like
to the-
whispering?
Yeah, like exactly.
Alright.
Yeah.
If you're trying to hide it, I'll have you roll a stealth roll. Otherwise,
At the risk of looking
people
like
can
a
probably
fucking
notice.
weirdo, I'm just gonna do it like that. 'Cause
Okay.
That seems like an Isla thing to do.
roll stealth for me.
Okay.
Rolled a 1.
No! Gotta get past this 18.
Yeah, 18 passive perception.
What
Shit,
you
team.
said?
Here we go.
You said stealth?
Stealth, yes.
Okay, so I have advantage on that.
Oh, okay,
Cool.
yeah.
So just roll one and then what?
Then roll a second one and take the higher number.
Nice.
You got this.
Okay. Hopefully.
Ooh.
7. 7 plus so 9.
Cool. So you think you're, being quiet.
Yeah, this is yelling.
Feyring and Gemma can hear Isla.
And eventually we got to a glass skeleton who was magical, and whatever it was, took us to each of the realms and made us solve riddles, and all in all, I don't really know. I feel like I'm at a loss of words. I don't really know what happened.
Interesting. And you can feel the salmon rests back on your arm.
Loki? Is everything okay? Hello?
Okay. Bezra, sitting on the cart.
Nice.
Within range of Uluvisha. Vilde comes out and says, "We're getting the beds set up if you want to come in."
I'll hop down and then head inside.
Food is over the fire as well, so please help yourselves.
Can I stay outside?
Your kids are all over you at this point. They're showing you like all the sticks they found today, and all the rocks that like telling you how far they could skip them on the lake outside or on the pond outside. Like, Mom, I got it so far, it almost touched to the other side.
Oh, that's so
Fucking
amazing,
nerds.
sweetie. I bet tomorrow you could throw it all the way across.
I bet.
You probably could.
Wow. I bet I could throw farther than my brother.
Well,
Hey,
I guess you.
you know you can't throw farther than me. I can try.
And you'll do great either way. You know what a hagstone is?
No?
It's a type of rock that you find near rivers and oceans. Any body of water, it has a hole in it. If you look through it, you can see the bay.
Really?
It's supposed to just be magical.
We're gonna find a lot of those tomorrow. Yeah, now that we're looking for them.
They pop up unexpectedly.
Well, did you see anything cool?
Oh, did I ever? we fought a shoot, no, Raven. Val Raven. Thanks, God. Thanks, sexy.
You know your monsters, don't you?
Yes.
That's what I do for a living.
So you told us about your biggest one. What about the scariest one?
Scariest?
If you say a man, I'm not gonna be surprised.
Okay.
While men are terrifying monsters, they are not the kind of monsters that I associate them with. The scariest would probably be... There's one moment where I was fighting a basilisk. Little creatures that turn you to stone by simply looking at them. I was thrown against a tree, my vision blurred, but I looked into its eyes. And I started to turn to stone. I thought right there, then and there, I was going to die. Right next to that tree. That was nothing but a stone statue. Luckily enough, I used my stone arm and beat the shit out of it.
Wow!
Found a healer and was able to get it ridden. But that would be the scariest, I'd say, since it almost killed me without even landing a scratch.
That's cool. Mister,
What is it, bud?
you say you talked to Baldur?
Yeah, sometimes.
What is he like?
Someone who's very patient despite being in a lot of pain. So he's kind.
And after Ragnarok, he's supposed to, like, take over?
Is that right?
Like Asgard? Is that...
It's the first I'm hearing of it, bud. That's pretty cool.
Todd Faring something new.
You're a smart kid.
It's just what Vilde taught us.
Vilde's very smart.
I'm getting tired. I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. I'll see you in the morning. I'll come say goodnight before I go to bed.
Okay. Bye, Mom.
Goodbye, sweetie.
And they go down into their little hatch, into their invisible room.
That's where Jim is gonna sleep tonight.
So Vilde. Well, I guess I should leave you all to sleep. I'm going to go get some rest myself.
Would you want to talk tonight or in the morning?
Up to you. You're safe now.
Would tonight be okay?
Sure. Let's get everyone settled first.
I'm gonna head outside or like just open the door and Luvisha, are you staying out in the cold tonight or are you coming in?
I'll be in a minute. I just need some time alone.
Fair enough. And then I'll just go to bed.
What are you doing, little Bishop?
I'm petting Gravehunter. You know, buddy, I don't know if I trust them.
Snuggles up to you.
There's only one person I trust, and he's not here. And I thought I heard him today. And it's hard. And I'm sad. And I try to be brave, and I try to be silly, but I'm really hurting.
Puts his chin on your leg.
So fucking cute. I trust you the most, bud. You know that?
He turns over. Exposes his belly.
Scratch it. You better not shake your leg, though. I get up and I go inside.
Fainter, what are you doing?
Think I'd help Vilde out with making the beds like Gemma did, and then see if I could help her find that old herbalism book she mentioned.
Yeah. Easily she pulls it out from under a stack of other books. Well, I haven't used this one in a long time, so here.
I appreciate it. If it wouldn't happen to have that recipe for the berries you make, does it?
It might.
Oh yeah.
Take a look if I were you.
I'm not too much sure how much free time I'll have, but if I can, I definitely will over the next few days.
Great. Okay.
Thank you.
Of course. Does anybody else need anything?
Wouldn't happen to have any like icy hot, would you? Me and Soren and Luvisha had our hands broken.
You need like an ointment? I can remedy something up.
Yeah, maybe. I think so. That'd be nice.
I'll get started on that. And Lulavisha comes into the hut.
You know what? Before I walk in, I'm gonna walk out and go towards where Soren was.
Okay.
But I'm gonna stealth and try to be sneaky about
Make a
it.
stealth roll. What's your passive perception?
Ooh, let's take a little gander now, shall we?
Let's take a little look.
Let's
was the crack he
Let's
heard.
take a look under the hood.
It's just me.
So, what is it?
I just did help with
Passive
perception. Not cash
It
money.
should be like under your stats or your skills.
Hold on. Oh, perception. I think I had it. Where was it?
It's
Natural
10 plus
20.
your perception skill.
Natural 20?
Yeah, but -1.
Oh, 10 plus,
Your perception modifier.
which is 2.
So a passive perception of 12.
That's a perception of 12.
Okay. Well, you got a natural 20.
Fuck.
Natural 20.
Kill me, huh? You kill me, do it!
She doesn't trust you. She's slitting your throat.
Just Dylan comes over to take the tablet. No.
1d8 after making a skill or attack roll.
Well, hey.
Well, hey.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
And what would you like to do?
I'm just listening.
Okay. So you just hear him talking, saying, "Please, I need answers. Anybody, please. I want to know what I am, what I have in me." Just a lot of that. And then silence, and then asking again. So what are you doing, yours? Sworn?
How much time has passed?
Maybe about 5 minutes.
Okay. As he's sitting there, you're behind me, right? Or
You don't know.
oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So okay.
I guess it depends on what way you're sitting.
You don't worry about her.
Yeah, but I'm not worrying about that. Yeah. After a few seconds of nothing, I just open my eyes. And it feels like a fucking waste of time. I'm grabbing my staff and start to pick myself up. Like, I don't know why you fuckers even worship these dumbasses. God. They don't even listen.
Walk back to the hut.
I'm fucking walking back.
Okay.
Before he
Just
walks back,
slaps on his hand.
before he walks back, what was the last line you said?
I
I don't know.
don't
why.
even know why those fuckers listen to him or worship him.
I think you said listen, right? It's not really about listening.
Mother. Not enough that. Pretty much, I just get attacked. I just get ready for an attack.
It's
Scared.
just
And just-
me, and I
yeah,
peek out. It's just me. You can't just talk to a god and hope that they talk back to you. That's not how it works. I wish it was, but they do it in other ways. Signs. You might have already talked to one before.
How? When? Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I thought.
How do you have your magic?
Fuck if I know.
What if it's by a god? You should be grateful for what you have. Not wish for more.
What I have is already too weak.
You think that the fire that shoots out of your hand is weak?
Yes. It needs more power. It's not strong enough.
What do you need to do with power? You need to have an army? You need to rule a bunch of people? What is your goal?
Sometimes people need order to prevent certain things from happening.
What do you want to prevent from happening?
Death, crime, murder, more specifically. No more robberies. Sometimes a little force is needed. Sometimes you have to punish those who deserve to be punished, even if they don't realize it.
You're not a god. What you're asking for, all that power, no one should have that kind of power.
There are certain people who are willing and ready to have that kind. And maybe it's time for a change.
What makes you think you should have that power? What makes you think you earn it? Who's to say you deserve it?
I don't deserve it,
Then stop asking for it.
but I want to make damn sure I get it. I should have said that. Oh, that's going. Never mind. Sorry. Keep going. Sorry. I'm just gonna keep walking.
You walk to the hut.
I'm gonna walk to that.
Okay. You walk in. You see Ezra asleep. Fairing being bandaged by some type of ointment and wrappage around his hand. While Velde's dressing him.
Yeah, sorry, let me see your hand. Yeah, whatever. And, it's +5. +7?
Oh, that was the heal. I thought you were just fucking with me.
You regain another
Not this time.
12 points of healing.
Okay. So at first, when he goes to touch someone's hand, at first someone starts to recoil, but then when he realizes that it's a healing instead of just being a douche, he starts to. At first, he kind of recoils, but then he just. Okay. He then realizes that it's calming and not.
Will do Zolman will help out with the rest.
Thank you.
Sir. She begins to wrap in your hand. Her hands are very soft. She touches you, and she's gentle. She's doing what's necessary.
Thank you.
Hey, Luvisha, do you want some ointment and some quick healing for your hand?
Sure.
Just same thing, just kind of grab your hand and 8 points of healing.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
And I regain a total of 9 points of healing.
Thank you.
Comes over to your hand.
Yeah.
Grabs it.
Oh, that's nice.
It has a cooling effect.
Icy hot?
Ice.
Medieval.
It's good for the muscles. You know, I got the bones, she got the muscles. It all works out.
Good team. Anybody need anything else before I retire?
I'm exhausted, so I'm probably gonna head myself to bed.
Same.
I'm also very tired.
Maybe an inhaler for him.
Would you like to speak outside?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So as the rest of you go to sleep. So what was it that you had on your mind?
A couple of things honestly, Vilde. The main things being Odin, a seer I talked to, and my husband.
Well, I don't know if I'd be able to help out with the Odin thing, since the only ones I worship are my ancestors.
Yes, it's more so I'm just confused, honestly. Because a couple days ago we went and saw a seer. We were gifted, awarded, given these tokens to see a seer in one of the last towns we visited. And they mentioned something about my husband.
Really?
That he's not in Valhalla, but he's not in hell. He's still here, but he's not alive or dead. He's some zombie thing. He's being used as a vessel by the followers of hell, and that the cult of Fenrir could lead me to them or find them. They have some sort of connection, I guess. Which Odin threatened to take him out of Valhalla if I didn't help. So either Odin lied to me, or the seer lied to me. And everyone saw the seer, and a few people were kind of skeptical, and I don't know what to believe. Because it's kind of hard to grieve if he's not dead. But then I'm just so confused.
Sounds like that seer told you a lot.
It kind of cost me a little bit more
Do you
questions.
believe it?
I think I want to, because I don't want him dead. But I think he has a fate worse than death right now. And I don't know. I've never heard of the followers of hell. I don't want the boys. Well, Ezra kind of told the boys he was around, but I don't know they really paid much attention because of the excitement. I don't really want them to have hope just for it to be crushed. And I don't know. It's like I can't not that I was like moving on, but like it was getting used to the feeling. But now it's like a lot of uncertainty, and I don't know who to believe in. Odin, I saw him at that temple, which was a temple to hell, and I've reached out. I went into a separate room, reached out to Odin. He was there. Raven went into the room. He went into the room. I saw a vision of Thor and Loki disguised as a woman walking through a field. Thor going onto his carriage, going away. The woman turning into Loki. And I heard a voice say, "Deceived by the deceiver." And I'm worried that what if that is the seer? I don't know. Deceived by Loki?
Well, I don't know what to make of that. But regarding your husband, if there's a possibility that he's under some form of control of magic or something, then there could be a way to turn him back to normal.
That'd be amazing.
I wouldn't get your hopes up, though.
Yeah.
Because even if you did have the ability to bring him back from the dead, he might not want to come back. And if he is in Valhalla, and it's as great as they say,
According to the seer, he's not even in Valhalla.
I don't trust seers.
And I don't know what to make of it. I just don't know if the seer is incorrect or if Odin lied to me to get what he wanted. Which is kind of feels on par a little bit.
It sounds like your emotions are being controlled by what other people say. That's what I'm getting from this. What does your heart tell you?
I want my husband back, but I want him to be at peace.
Well, make it your goal to find out where your husband is and let him make the choice. Because whatever choice he makes, then he will be at peace with it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Are the boys doing okay? I really hope they're not too much trouble.
They have been extremely rambunctious since you've come back. I've been doing my best to handle them, but to be honest, I don't know if I can watch over them for another extended period of time.
I understand. I just don't have anywhere else I can. No one I trust more than you.
Of course, and I'll watch over them for as long as you need me to. It's just I feel like I could be more useful if I was out again, healing people like my ancestors want me to.
Yes.
So
Well, I'm sure.
when you come upon a place for them to stay, I mean, we'll figure it out there. But for now, you don't have to worry.
I'm still gonna worry.
It's your mother.
Yeah. And if you want, I can talk with them and.
What's going on, buddy?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Adam showed him like one fucking picture of fucking Mike Wazowski going like this, and And the fucking caption was Reese's Puff. He's just fucking lost his fucking mind.
I'm trying to hold it in. I'm so sorry. I did not
You were
mean to
doing
interrupt.
great.
You need to let it out.
After he was looking at monkey pictures.
He was looking at money pictures like for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck.
I'm
And
so
he was
sorry.
laughing too at
Oh
that.
my god. I'm so sorry.
Big monk.
Zoomed in on it too and made it worse.
Alright,
so sorry.
get it.
I'm sorry.
Please, we're
Okay.
playing D&D.
You're right. I'm sorry. It was an emotional scene. I'm sorry.
That's good.
Okay.
Oh, that's so funny.
Reese's Puff.
Reese's Puff. Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up.
You're doing great. You're doing
Oh,
Note to
God.
self: never show Reese a meme during D&D.
Yeah. Okay.
You got it?
I'm good. I'm clicking.
Alright.
Oh, that's so
Cool.
funny.
So,
But if you want, I could talk to the boys.
No, I'm sorry.
If you want. I just know they're excited.
Oh my god, what the fuck is happening?
he's trying to pull it in, so it's just like.
Nah, I'm just dying. It's okay.
No
for Bezra.
dying. That
Bezra,
is
go to bed.
strictly prohibited.
Bezra, go to bed.
He is asleep. He's just coughing asleep. Keeping everyone upset. It's like snoring but coughing.
You mean the
Wow, I
past
had a
2
great sleep
nights?
last night. Everyone's like,
Too nice. But if you want, I could talk to the boys. I just know they're excited with me being around and seeing Nathan.
Excuse yourself.
you have things you need to do, and I understand that. So
Um,
you worry about those things first, and then we can worry about your children after.
Another thing that remember when I got that letter addressed to me that was stabbed into the tree?
Yes.
The 2 people I was with are Bezra's brother and sister. He grew up with them and trained with them. He knows them.
Can you trust him?
I trust Bezra. He was raised in the cult of Fenrir. He was halfway through the ritual to become a Varger. Varger. But halfway through got interrupted. He got saved, so he has lichen. He's a lycanthrope. But he's with the Covenant. Thank you. He's with the Covenant of the Fang. And he wants to take down the cult. And when I told him, hey, I worked with them for a hot minute out of desperation, the conversation went surprisingly very well. But
Well, do you think there's any risk of them coming back here?
I don't think so. I hope not. I'm just I'm just so scared because of how the letter was addressed, and no one should have known that information besides you, my husband. So I don't know where they got that information from.
I couldn't tell you.
I know.
You've
But
worked with some scary people.
Yeah, I have. I kind of wanted to put that life behind me, and I did. And now I'm back to it, kind of.
Well, I'll do everything in my power to protect you and your children.
I appreciate you.
Of course.
But feel free to try to go out a little bit more on the boys. I'm sure the boys can.
Yeah, they have plenty of things to distract themselves. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
Just the villagers are getting kind of.
Well, did you need anything else? Because I'm getting kind of tired.
Yeah, and we had a tough fight. We almost died.
But you survived.
Always do. Thank you for everything.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
I know.
Good night, Jenna.
Good night.
Please lost inside of that.
Make out.
Here you go.
Sorry.
Roll.
she'll go inside too.
Okay.
And she'll go down to the
To the under room.
to the under room. Or the voice will wake her to sleep. She's gonna sing them a lullaby. And just kinda kind of run her hair.
Pet Bezra. Yeah.
He's coughing in his sleep.
Misfortune. And just, sing
Show
her.
you to death.
To your children.
And she'll find a spot to sleep in the room.
Okay.
So, like, all your bedrolls are all lined up, like, right next to each other in this room. So.
No, she's gonna sleep in the room with the boys.
Oh, in the room? Okay.
Yeah. She doesn't want to leave them tonight.
Okay. So, you all get a long rest.
Fuck yeah!
Heck yeah, brother!
Takes their own rest.
You wake up to the hut on fire!
Fuck yeah!
You just hear Soren going, ah!
Sword!
Fireball!
How many do I get back? Just one?
You get half of your expended
Oh,
hit dice.
shoot, that's awesome.
Hold on. Oh my god, so fucking many.
You're restoring your hit points, buddy?
Yeah!
Reese.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay, that one's pretty good.
I'm sorry.
Is that the number last one?
Bring some.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm good. I'm
And
cool.
As you all get your long rest, you wake up to Vilde boiling eggs, saying,
Boiling it.
Oh, yeah.
boiling.
Sorry.
Good morning, everybody. Hope you slept well.
Yes, thank you, Bilby.
Not better than in the back of a car, that's for sure.
Yes. It actually wasn't moving or uneven.
My hand feels so much better.
Good. I'm glad it worked.
Did you use icy hot for it?
I did.
I see. It works.
You could probably
okay.
sell that. With
Maybe.
lots of money.
I'd
So-
like to sell my healing. I just provide, but possible. Well, since you have a long day, please eat. Sets out plates of hard-boiled eggs and hash browns.
Hash
Brown.
He said hash browns just shatters the windows. Hash browns!
I asked thaumaturge to open up all the windows.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And as you all sit down at the table and eat your breakfast, ready for the day,
What?
You all eat your breakfast, getting ready for the day. Pick it up next time.
Oh, cool.
Hell
Okay.
yeah!
I want to apologize, Dylan.
Really?
Uh,
I want more. I want to go play.
Okay. How's
No,
everybody
I'm
else
just-
doing?
I feel like I got a little bit of energy in me.
Are you feeling better?
Yeah.
That's surprising. Okay. How about you, Reese? Can you hold it in for a little longer?
this is a weekend me, man. This is a normal night for me, bro.
Yeah.
Reese is gonna be up till 5.
You
bro.
know it. The time I go to bed is when... The time I wake up is when I'm going to bed.
But honestly, I don't want to make anybody.
I mean, if this
else-
is a good time to stop, then we
I feel
can.
this is probably a good time to stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. We'll stop.
I'm so sorry.
With us deciding where we're
So
gonna
sorry.
travel to next.
But yeah,
By
this is
tree.
actually like a good... You're right, this is a good part. Because it's like... We're starting, like... It's kind of like another chapter. Kind of like...
Like another day.
Yeah,
We're gonna fast travel to Kulfavik.
We still got... That's still really cool how we got that key.
Yeah.
It's literally a fast travel. It's
Thank you.
awesome.
I'm gonna toss it to you, Dylan. Who's you go?
You can hold on to it.
I like how it has charges.
I would break it.
Yeah, let me just put on
I am actually
yeah.
glad that it has charges because then it can't be abused.
Yeah, no, it's
It's
a good,
like
it's a resource.
It's a resource. It's a use sparingly
I can
resource,
make that.
and we don't have to worry about it breaking.
Put a little moss.
Yeah.
Mass.
That's so cool.
Oh God, no! I am fucking so
I
sorry.
just dremeled the fuck out of this. I made it today.
Oh, really?
Hell
Yeah,
I
I
am
started at like
just-
noon.
oh my
and then
God.
it was just like, what? This is- Oh, yeah,
I feel so bad.
good recording, bye!
Bye.